I welcome you to my channel. Subscribe and listen to my new stories every day. The screech of tires punctuates the air like a gunshot, followed by the sickening thud that reverberates through my entire being. I blink, the world blurring into a kaleidoscope of colors and shapes, pain radiating from my side like a wildfire. I struggle to focus, to make sense of what just happened. Stay still. A voice cuts through the chaos. It's authoritative, urgent, but I barely register it. I'm lying on the asphalt, and the sharp smell of burning rubber mixes with the coppery scent of blood. I squint, finally catching a glimpse of the driver through the shattered windshield, a familiar face, one that sends a jolt of disbelief coursing through me. It's Mike, my wife's best friend. What the hell is he doing here? John. Can you hear me? Mike's voice becomes a distant echo. We need to get you an ambulance. The realization hits me like a punch to the gut. It's no accident. My wife, Lisa, is behind all of this. I feel a wave of nausea wash over me. The insurance money. I know her too well. She's always been obsessed with security, always looking for a way to improve her lifestyle without lifting a finger. The very thought of her plotting this with Mike turns my stomach. Hours later, I'm lying in a hospital bed, the sterile smell of antiseptic filling my nostrils. The doctors assure me I'll heal, but my heart is fractured beyond repair. The door swings open, and Lisa steps inside, her expression a mask of feigned concern. John. Oh my God, I was so worried, she exclaims, rushing to my side. Her hand brushes mine, but I recoil, the betrayal gnawing at me like a ravenous beast. Worried? I scoff, anger bubbling to the surface. You were worried that I might actually survive this and ruin your little plan, weren't you? Her eyes widen, a flicker of surprise crossing her face. What are you talking about? I'm just glad you're okay. Spare me the act, Lisa, I say, my voice low and steady. I know everything. I know you were involved. I know about Mike. This was all a setup, wasn't it? Her demeanor shifts, the mask drops. John, please. Don't you dare try to play the victim now, I cut her off, my voice rising. You wanted me to get hit. You thought I'd be out of the way, and you and Mike could run off together. To the islands, right? The silence stretches between us, heavy and suffocating. Her eyes flicker with fear and anger, and I can almost see the gears turning in her mind, trying to devise a new story, a new excuse. John, listen. No. You listen, I interrupt, my voice shaking with rage. I'm done listening to your lies. You thought you could betray me without consequences. But guess what? I'm not going to let you get away with this. I sit up, ignoring the pain that shoots through my side. I'm going to ruin you, Lisa. I'll make sure everyone knows who you really are. You think you can just walk away from this? No. You'll regret ever crossing me. Her face pales, and for the first time, I see genuine fear in her eyes. You wouldn't do that. You can't be serious. Oh, I'm very serious. I lean closer, my voice dropping to a whisper. This is just the beginning. You've made your choice, and now I'm making mine. She steps back, the realization of my resolve dawning on her. John, please. We can work this out. I love you. Love? I bark out a laugh that echoes painfully in my chest. You've shown me what love means. This is about revenge now, Lisa. You made your bed, and I'll make sure you lie in it. As I watch her turn to leave, her shoulders slumped in defeat, a sense of clarity washes over me. I'm no longer the victim in this twisted game, I'm the player. The wheels of revenge are already turning in my mind, and I can feel the excitement building. The betrayal has ignited something within me, something I thought had long been extinguished. I know I'll have to be strategic. It won't be enough to just hurt her. No, I need to destroy her, to take everything she holds dear. The divorce will be just the first step, a necessary prelude to the chaos I plan to unleash. I settle back into the pillows, a wicked smile creeping onto my face as I envision her downfall. The islands will remain a dream, and in their place, I'll build a new reality, one where betrayal doesn't go unpunished, and the unfaithful learn that every action has a consequence. The stage is set, and I'm ready to play my part. The hospital room is stifling, the hum of machines a constant reminder of my vulnerability. I should be healing, but instead, my mind races with thoughts of vengeance. Each plan I concoct feels more satisfying than the last. Lisa's betrayal burns like acid in my gut, and I know I need to act quickly. Once I'm released, I don't go home. I can't bear to see the walls that once held laughter now echo with deceit. Instead, I check into a rundown motel, its peeling paint and flickering neon sign matching my state of mind. I need time to think, to strategize. As night falls, the weight of loneliness settles over me, but I push it aside. I pull out my phone, scrolling through contacts until I find what I'm looking for, Kathy, my old college buddy. A sharp, witty woman, she always had a knack for getting information. I tap her name and hit call. John. Is everything okay? Kathy's voice crackles through the receiver, laced with concern. Not even close, I reply, leaning against the motel wall, my pulse racing. I need a favor. A big one. The next morning, I meet Kathy at a coffee shop a few blocks from the motel. She's already at a table, sipping her drink, her brows furrowed in concern as I slide into the seat across from her. What happened? You sound different, she observes, eyes narrowing. I take a deep breath, then spill the story, the accident, the betrayal, the insurance money. Each word feels like a dagger to my heart, but I push through. Kathy listens, her expression shifting from shock to disbelief. Mike? Seriously? I always thought he was a decent guy, she says, shaking her head. Yeah, well, appearances can be deceiving. I need you to find out everything you can about him and Lisa. I want to know their plans, who they're talking to. Everything. Kathy leans back, crossing her arms. You're not thinking of confronting them, are you? That could backfire. I lean forward, my voice low but fierce. I'm not just confronting them. I'm going to destroy their little fantasy. I want to expose them for who they really are. Her eyes widen. John, you need to be careful. This could get messy. Messy is exactly what I want, I retort, anger bubbling beneath my skin. They think they can just walk away from this without consequences. I'm not letting that happen. Kathy studies me for a moment, then nods. All right. I'll help. But you need to keep your cool. No rash decisions. I spend the next few days in the motel, plotting and waiting for Kathy's updates. She's a whirlwind of information, digging up dirt on both Lisa and Mike. One afternoon, she bursts into my room, excitement lighting up her face. You won't believe this, she exclaims, tossing a folder onto the table. I found out they've been planning a getaway for next month, Hawaii, of all places. I flip through the papers, my heart racing as I uncover more details. Flight itineraries, hotel bookings. They've even listed excursions, thinking they can escape my reach. Anger surges through me, and I know it's time to make my move. We need to disrupt their plans, I say, feeling a wicked grin stretch across my face. What's the best way to ruin a vacation? Kathy leans in, a glimmer of mischief in her eyes. You could expose their affair before they leave. I can drop hints to mutual friends, make sure everyone knows. Perfect, I reply, my mind racing with possibilities. Let's do it. I want them to feel the weight of their choices before they even step foot on that plane. As we put the plan into motion, the days blur together. I keep my distance from Lisa, focusing solely on the execution of my revenge. Kathy is relentless, planting seeds of doubt and suspicion among our friends. It's exhilarating, knowing that the truth is creeping out, threatening to upend everything Lisa has built. One evening, I receive a text from Kathy, words getting around. People are talking. Lisa's starting to look anxious. I can't help but chuckle at the thought of her panic. It's only a matter of time before she confronts me. I'm ready for that showdown. I want her to know that I'm not just a pawn in her game. A week later, I get the call I've been waiting for. Lisa's voice is strained, barely masking her anger. "John, we need to talk." "Do we?" I reply coolly, leaning back in my chair, a sense of satisfaction washing over me. "Yes, we do. I've heard things, rumors." "What's going on?" "Rumors?" I feign innocence, though I can hardly contain my amusement. "What kind of rumors?" "About you and Mike. About our marriage." "You know what I mean," she snaps, frustration seeping into her tone. I smile to myself, savoring the chaos I've unleashed. "It sounds like you're worried, Lisa. Is that guilt I hear in your voice?" "Guilt? You're the one who got hit by a car. This is ridiculous." "Ridiculous? You mean your plan to get rid of me for a vacation in Hawaii? How's that going, by the way?" Silence. I can almost hear her heart racing through the phone. "You don't know what you're talking about," she finally replies, though her voice wavers. "Try me," I challenge, my pulse quickening. "You thought I'd be a casualty in your little scheme, didn't you? But I'm still here, and I'm not going anywhere." "John, No, you listen," I cut her off, my voice low and menacing. "You made your choices, and now you'll face the consequences. Enjoy the whispers and stares when everyone finds out the truth." The line goes dead. I hang up, a sense of triumph surging through me. I've unleashed the storm, and there's no turning back now. Lisa's carefully constructed life is beginning to unravel, and I relish the thought of watching her face the fallout of her betrayal. I can feel it in my bones, this is just the beginning. The air crackles with tension as I wait for Lisa's inevitable confrontation. My phone buzzes with messages from Kathy, each one a fresh reminder of the chaos unfolding. "People are buzzing about your phone call," she texts. "Lisa is spiraling. It's glorious." I can't help but smile. This is what I've been waiting for, the moment she realizes that her actions have consequences. I glance at the clock, the minutes ticking by painfully slow. I can almost feel the storm brewing outside, the clouds gather ominously, mirroring the turmoil in my heart. As the sun sets, painting the sky with hues of red and orange, my phone rings. It's Kathy. "John, you need to get over here. Now." "Why? What's happened?" I ask, my pulse quickening. "Lisa and Mike are at the bar down the street. They're confronting our friends about the rumors. It's turning ugly." "Ugly how?" I lean forward, my mind racing. Lisa's in full meltdown mode. She's shouting, making accusations. It's a train wreck you need to see. I don't hesitate. I grab my jacket and head out, determination coursing through my veins. I'm not going to hide from this. If anything, I need to be there to witness the unraveling of her facade. As I approach the bar, the sound of raised voices spills into the night. Inside, the dim lighting contrasts sharply with the electric atmosphere. Lisa stands in the center, her face flushed with anger. Mike hovers nearby, his hands raised in a defensive gesture as our mutual friends look on, a mix of shock and curiosity on their faces. "Why are you all acting like I'm the villain here?" Lisa shouts, her voice trembling. "This is all nonsense. John is just trying to ruin my life." "Maybe you should have thought about that before you got involved with Mike," one of our friends, Sarah, retorts, crossing her arms defiantly. "Wait, what?" Mike's eyes dart between Sarah and Lisa. You're not serious. Oh, I'm dead serious. Sarah snaps. Everyone knows about you too. You think we're just going to sit back and watch you destroy John? I step into the room, the sudden shift in atmosphere palpable as all eyes turn to me. A smirk curls at the corners of my mouth. Well, well. Looks like the party's just getting started. John. Lisa's voice is a mix of surprise and outrage. What are you doing here? I came to see the show, I reply, my tone laced with sarcasm. I heard you were putting on a spectacular performance. The tension escalates, and I can see Lisa's face contort with rage. This is all your fault. You're the one who's spreading lies. Lies? I chuckle, the sound almost mocking. I didn't need to spread anything. You did that all on your own when you decided to betray me. Enough. Mike interjects, stepping forward, trying to assert control over the chaos. This isn't helping anyone. Not helping anyone. I laugh, my voice dripping with disdain. You're the one who's been helping Lisa plot behind my back. How's it feel to be exposed, Mike? Lisa's expression shifts from anger to desperation. You're just trying to make me look bad. You think this is all a game? A game? I echo, stepping closer, relishing the moment. You're right, Lisa. It's not just a game. It's about survival. You wanted me gone, and now it's your turn to face the consequences. Our friends murmur amongst themselves, the weight of the truth hanging in the air. I can see the disbelief etched on their faces as they process the reality of the situation. The betrayal that once felt so solitary is now shared among them, and I can't help but feel a sense of empowerment. John, please, Lisa pleads, her voice cracking. We can talk about this. You don't have to drag everyone into it. Oh, I think it's too late for that, I reply, my tone icy. You made your bed, Lisa. Now you can lie in it. Mike's expression darkens, and he takes a step towards me, his fists clenched. You need to back off, John. This is between you and Lisa. No, it's not just between us anymore, I shoot back, my anger boiling over. You chose to be a part of this mess, and now you'll both reap what you've sown. Enough. Lisa shouts, her voice rising above the rest. I can't do this anymore. I can't keep fighting with you both. A moment of silence hangs heavy in the air, and I see the vulnerability in her eyes. It's almost satisfying to witness the cracks forming in her carefully constructed world. But just as quickly, her expression hardens again. You think this is going to break me? You think I'm going to crumble because you say so? She challenges. No, but I think it's going to open your eyes, I reply, my voice steady. You've betrayed everyone in this room, and it's time you faced the music. Just as I finish speaking, Kathy appears, her presence commanding attention. Is everything okay here? She asks, glancing between us, assessing the tension. Just a little family reunion, I say, a sardonic grin on my face. Kathy raises an eyebrow. You both need to chill out. Lisa, this isn't the way to handle this. You need to talk to John without all this noise. Why should I? Lisa retorts, her voice dripping with defiance. He's the one who ruined everything. Is that what you really believe? Kathy counters, stepping closer to her. Or are you just trying to save face? Lisa looks taken aback, and for a moment, uncertainty flickers in her eyes. I seize the opportunity, my voice firm. This isn't just about saving face, Lisa. This is about the truth. You can't hide behind your lies forever. A tense silence envelopes us, and I can see Lisa's resolve starting to falter. The realization of her actions weighs heavily on her, and I relish the moment, knowing that the consequences of her betrayal are finally crashing down around her. Let's talk outside, I suggest, my gaze locked on hers. We need to settle this once and for all. She hesitates but finally nods, the defiance in her eyes dimming. As we make our way outside, I can feel the weight of our friends' stares on us. They're witnessing the unraveling of a once happy marriage, the fallout of betrayal laid bare for all to see. The cool night air hits me like a wave, a stark contrast to the chaos inside. I turn to Lisa, my expression unwavering. This ends now. You can deny it all you want, but the truth is out there. You can't control how people see you anymore. Why do you care so much? She snaps, crossing her arms defensively. This is all your fault, John. No, it's your fault, I counter, my voice steady. You chose to betray me. You chose to turn my life into a nightmare. And now, you'll have to deal with the consequences. I didn't want it to come to this, she pleads, her voice tinged with desperation. I never meant to hurt you. Then why did you? I challenge, my tone unwavering. You wanted to run away with Mike. You wanted to pretend none of this ever happened. Her gaze falters, and for a moment, I see the cracks in her bravado. I was scared, she admits, her voice barely above a whisper. I thought it was easier this way. Easier? You think betrayal is easy? I ask, the anger boiling within me. You've destroyed everything we built together. Do you even understand what you've done? I thought I could make it work with Mike, she bursts out, tears glistening in her eyes. I thought I could be happy. Happy? I scoff. You think running off to paradise is going to erase your guilt? It won't. You'll carry that weight forever. The fight drains from her, and she sinks onto a nearby bench, her shoulders shaking with emotion. I stand before her, feeling a strange mix of satisfaction and sorrow. The woman I loved is unraveling before my eyes, and yet, the bitterness of her betrayal still lingers in my heart. John, she finally murmurs, her voice cracking. I'm sorry. I messed up. I really messed up. Sorry isn't enough anymore, I reply, my voice low and steady. You've hurt too many people. You need to face the truth, and I won't be your scapegoat. I'll tell everyone the truth, she promises, desperation lacing her words. I'll make it right. Will you? I challenge, raising an eyebrow. You've already proven you're not capable of making the right choices. I can't trust you anymore, Lisa. Not after everything. I'll do whatever it takes, she pleads, her voice breaking. Just don't leave me like this. But it's too late. The realization that her pleas fall on deaf ears washes over me, and I can feel the finality of our situation settling in. There's no way back from this betrayal, no way to rebuild what's been destroyed. I've made my choice, Lisa, I say, my voice calm but resolute. You've lost me for good. As I turn to leave, the weight of her gaze burns into my back. I can't look back, I know that once I do, I'll lose the resolve I've built. I step into the night, knowing that this is just the beginning of my retribution. The storm may be brewing, but I'm ready to face it head on. This is my story now, and I will make sure everyone knows the truth. The days following my confrontation with Lisa are a whirlwind of emotions, anger, relief, and a twisted sense of purpose. I watch from the shadows as the fallout from our encounter ripples through our social circle. Lisa's carefully crafted image is crumbling, and every whispered rumor adds fuel to the fire of my revenge. Yet, I know it's not enough, I need to take action that will ensure she feels the full weight of her betrayal. I decide to dig deeper into Mike's life. Kathy's intel has been invaluable so far, but I want to go beyond mere rumors. I want the truth to shatter the facade they've built around their relationship. I enlist Kathy's help, and together we set our plan into motion. Here's what we'll do, I say, my voice low and intense as we sit in the dim light of the motel room. We'll expose them in the most public way possible. Something that will leave a mark. Kathy raises an eyebrow, intrigued. You mean like a social media post? Something viral? Better. We're going to catch them in the act. I want to film them together and broadcast it to everyone we know, I reply, my heart racing at the thought of their humiliation. She grins, the wicked gleam in her eyes matching my own. Let's do it. I can set up a camera in the park where they usually meet. I've seen them there before. Perfect, I say, my pulse quickening with anticipation. We'll make sure everyone sees who they really are. A few days later, the plan is in motion. I'm positioned in the shadows of the park, my heart pounding with adrenaline. Kathy hides nearby, her camera ready to roll. The anticipation is electric as we wait for Lisa and Mike to arrive. I can't believe I'm doing this, Kathy whispers, barely able to contain her excitement. This is justice, I reply, my voice low. They need to pay for what they've done. Minutes later, I spot them walking hand in hand, their laughter ringing through the air like a mocking taunt. I can feel the anger bubbling inside me as I watch them share a secret kiss, oblivious to the storm brewing just a few feet away. Ready? Kathy murmurs, her finger hovering over the record button. I nod, adrenaline coursing through my veins. Go. As the camera rolls, I step out of the shadows, the anger boiling over into a fierce rage. Surprise. Lisa's face goes pale, and Mike's expression shifts from shock to fury. John. What the hell are you doing here? Just capturing your little love fest, I sneer, my voice dripping with disdain. How's it feel to be exposed? What is wrong with you? Lisa hisses, her eyes blazing with fury. You're stalking us now. Stalking? I scoff, holding up the camera. No, Lisa, I'm giving you exactly what you deserve. Everyone will see how you betrayed me. Stop this. You're being insane. Mike steps in front of her, trying to shield her from my wrath. Insane? You think I'm insane? I laugh, the sound harsh and derisive. You two are the ones living in a delusion. Your betrayal has consequences. John, please, Lisa begs, her voice trembling. Let's talk about this like adults. Talk. After everything? I roar, stepping closer, the fury coursing through me like wildfire. You think I'm going to let you just walk away? Kathy, still filming, watches in fascination as the tension escalates. This is incredible, she murmurs under her breath, her excitement palpable. I'm not scared of you. Lisa shoots back, trying to regain her composure. You can't intimidate me anymore. Oh, but I can, I reply, the words low and threatening. You've chosen your side, and now you'll pay the price. I throw my phone onto the ground, shattering it, the shards glimmering in the sunlight like scattered memories. You think this is just about you two? This is about everyone you've hurt. I'm going to make sure everyone knows what kind of person you really are. Lisa's eyes widen with fear, and I can see her resolve crumbling. You wouldn't dare, she challenges, but there's a tremor in her voice that betrays her uncertainty. Oh, I would, I say, my voice steady and menacing. And I won't stop until your life is as shattered as the trust you broke. I turn to leave, adrenaline still coursing through me. Enjoy your time together. It won't last long. As I walk away, I can hear them arguing behind me, voices rising in a cacophony of panic and betrayal. I feel a sense of satisfaction, knowing the seed of doubt has been planted. Days pass, and the fallout from that encounter continues to grow. Kathy and I keep the pressure on, feeding rumors and escalating the chaos. The more I watch them squirm, the more empowered I feel. But then I receive a text that changes everything. It's from Kathy. Lisa's been talking to a lawyer. She's going for full custody of your dog and wants to drag you through court. She's not backing down. Rage floods through me, turning my vision red. No way, I mutter, clenching my fists. She's not going to take everything from me. I call Kathy, my voice tight with anger. We need to escalate this. If she wants a war, I'll give her one. What do you have in mind? She asks, intrigued. Let's find out what kind of dirt we can dig up on her. If she's coming after me, I'll expose her completely. I want her to feel the weight of every choice she's made. We spend the next few days diving deep into Lisa's life, uncovering her secrets and lies. The more we discover, the more my heart races with excitement. Each piece of information is a weapon I can use against her, and the thrill of retribution surges through me. Finally, we find something explosive. An old friend of Lisa's sends us a message, revealing that she's been unfaithful to Mike as well, seeing someone else behind his back. Perfect, I say, a wicked grin spreading across my face. This is the ammunition we need to bring her down for good. Kathy nods, her enthusiasm matching mine. Let's expose her. We can use social media again. This will go viral. That evening, I draft a post detailing Lisa's infidelity, attaching photos and messages as evidence. The moment I hit send, I feel a rush of power. This is the end of her. She'll be devastated, her life in shambles, and I relish the thought. Within hours, the post takes off. Friends, acquaintances, even strangers begin commenting and sharing. Lisa's world is crumbling before my eyes, and the satisfaction is intoxicating. But just when I think I've won, a text from Lisa appears on my phone. You think this will break me? You have no idea who you're messing with. A chill runs down my spine. I know Lisa has always been tenacious, but I underestimated her resolve. She's not done fighting, and I can feel the darkness lurking behind her words. The next morning, I wake up to chaos. My phone is flooded with messages. Have you seen this? Are you serious? What's going on? I scroll through social media, and my heart sinks. Lisa has posted a video, a confession of sorts. She claims that I've been the abusive one, that I drove her to cheat because of my behavior. I can't believe what I'm seeing. This isn't happening, I mutter, my heart racing. She's spinning this against me. I call Kathy, my voice shaking with anger. She's flipped the narrative. We need to counter this fast. Calm down, she says, trying to keep me grounded. We can fight back. Let's gather more evidence. We can prove she's lying. But the more I think about it, the more I realize the war has escalated beyond my control. Lisa's manipulation is insidious, and she's not backing down. I can feel the darkness settling in, and I know I need to end this once and for all. I arrange to meet Lisa one last time. It's time to confront her directly, to settle this once and for all. The location is a small cafe, neutral ground, but I'm prepared for anything. When I arrive, Lisa is already there, her expression a mix of anger and defiance. What do you want? She snaps, crossing her arms. I want you to stop this charade, I reply, my voice steady. You think you can spin the narrative in your favor? You think you can destroy my life and walk away unscathed? You brought this on yourself, she retorts, her voice rising. You wanted a war, and now you're crying because you're losing. Losing? I scoff, leaning in closer. I'm just getting started, Lisa. You have no idea who you're dealing with. I know exactly who you are, she shoots back, her eyes blazing. You're the one who thought you could control everything. But you can't. Watch me, I hiss, the anger boiling over. I'll make sure everyone sees you for who you truly are. As we exchange heated words, I can see the walls around her beginning to crumble. Her bravado is cracking, and I relish the moment. But just as I think I have the upper hand, she leans in closer, her voice low and conspiratorial. You think you can destroy me? You have no idea what I've done to protect myself, she whispers, a dark smile creeping across her face. I have friends in high places. You're just a blip on my radar. The realization hits me like a punch to the gut. This isn't just a game for her, she's playing for keeps. What have you done? I ask, my voice trembling. Oh, you'll find out soon enough, she replies, her eyes glinting with malice. You think you can walk away from this without repercussions? You'll regret ever crossing me. I feel the blood drain from my face as the implications sink in. She's not just trying to ruin me, she's prepared to fight dirty. You're a monster, Lisa, I whisper, the betrayal sinking deeper. I'm a survivor, she counters, her voice filled with cold determination. And you're just a casualty of my war. In that moment, I realize I can't keep fighting her battle. This isn't just a matter of revenge anymore, it's survival. I take a step back, feeling the weight of the situation crash down on me. Then it's over, I say, my voice low and steady. I'm done playing your games. I'll walk away, and you can have your little empire built on lies. Fine, she snaps, her expression fierce. But know this, you'll never be rid of me. You'll always be a part of my story. As I turn to leave, the bitterness in my heart is palpable. I know this is the last time I'll ever see her, the last time we'll ever face each other. The betrayal runs too deep, and I can't bear to look back. Walking away from the cafe, I feel the weight of my choices settle on my shoulders. The desire for revenge has consumed me, but in the end, it's clear that the real victory is simply letting go. As I step into the night, I realize that the only way to truly escape the darkness of betrayal is to sever all ties. From that moment forward, I make a vow to myself, I will rebuild my life, free from the shadows of deceit and manipulation. Lisa may have tried to drag me down, but I refuse to let her win. In the end, I learn that sometimes the greatest act of revenge is simply moving on. I can't change the past, but I can shape my future. And as the sun rises on a new day, I finally feel the weight of betrayal lift from my shoulders. I am free, and that is the greatest victory of all.